If you want to build a massive chest, you have to stop bench pressing right now.
Welcome to Heinz Senior's Coaching App. Get access to the P3AK High Intensity Training ebook and its exclusive video tutorials. Commit with Heinz's coaching right now and be provided with a year of meal plans, training programs, and more. www.p3akday.com. There is no room for the littles.
She was killed. And they tried
top
to
six
cover it
girls
up.
really look great, but you seem to have that perfect aesthetic.
I wasn't
look.
into hip hop or even soul music.
There are definitely people that need a little Viagra.
I haven't seen the sun in a fucking week and a half. Hey, look! It just came out! Hey, look at that!
I love it.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of After Hours. Of course, I'm here with the crew, John Romano, Greg Valentino, Rob Jordan joining us, as always, after those last couple weeks.
Thank you.
And, I wanted just to start off, guys, by saying that, a couple weeks ago we had my friend Steve DeLuca on the show, the inventor of painless pumps and one of the promoters from back in the 90s, and this is Mr. G, too. And he passed this 3 days ago. His dad called me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Steve
I'm
DeLuca
sorry to hear that.
Died, yeah. His father called me a couple days ago and told me that they found him in the bathroom. Very sad, very, very sad story.
Wait, Steve DeLuca just passed away?
Steve DeLuca passed, yeah.
From what?
We don't know.
We don't know yet. His father's trying to investigate. The girlfriend who was hanging out with, I don't know, had found him, but, there's a lot of suspicion around everything, so we don't really know yet what went on.
Oh my God, Steve DeLuca!
Is he vaccinated?
No, I don't think so. But I think it. Yeah, I think. I hope there was no foul play. That's what I'm worried about. But
why they think there was foul play?
I don't know. It was the father, seemed to think it was a very weird circumstance of what happened. But
he just dropped dead. There was nothing wrong with him.
Yeah,
he was plucked out of life.
Was he doing a little babanya? Anything?
Who knows?
I don't know if there was recreational stuff involved. That's what the father's got to find out, I guess.
I just spoke. I spoke to him in length. He was gonna help me West Palm Beach, $100,000 grant for us to run a whole big show down there.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's where he was living. He was living in West Palm.
I was gonna do a whole thing. I mean,
another one of Mr. G's businesses, John, down the tubes, unfortunately.
It's
very sad. It's very sad. I've known Steve for 30 years. Yeah, it was very sad.
Fuck. I was introduced to him by Bob Bottom. I was just talking to him about Bob dying. Holy shit.
Steve was a.
This industry is fucking scary.
Steve was a visionary in the sense he was a very creative guy. He had a lot of great ideas. He was a good businessman, but the problem was that he had a lot of demons. He suffered from, he would get depressed, and when you feel good about yourself, he was on the board. But when he would get depressed, he would just, it's hard to function, and a lot of people suffer with that up and down type of situation. And
especially on the holidays.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that may have had something to do with it, too.
I just talked to him about fucking Bob Bonham passing away. Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe that.
He was fine. Like John said, he really had nothing wrong with him. So that's the weird thing. And I don't think it was a heart attack or anything like that, but I don't know.
But do you think the recreational, you know what I mean?
That's what I think. I think, a lot of times, people self-medicate when they don't feel good about themselves or they're feeling depressed. And I don't know if that's what the case was with him. But, he would go through stages where he was great. Like when he was on the show, he was calling me every week. He wanted to be on every week. He was really up. He was feeling good about himself. And then I hadn't heard from him for like a week. And so then sometimes when I don't hear from him, it can go 2 or 3 weeks.
How old was he, Dave?
I believe he was like I think he was a year younger than me or something like that. I think he was like 52 or 51 or something.
Wow, that's really young, man.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. God rest his soul.
And then, John and I talked about this on Heavy Muscle Radio, but we lost Rhonda Lee Quaresma, too. She had stage 4 colon cancer, and that we had her on RxMuscle back in the day. George, I don't know if you remember when we had her back on the TV show.
Yeah. Now, is that unusual for a woman to get that?
Well, it's not prostate. It was colon cancer, George.
Okay.
Women don't typically have prostates.
Some female bodybuilders do, but not.
Some of them that I know do.
Actually, in today's day and age, there's probably a lot of females with prostates nowadays, right?
There's a lot of them here in New York, bro.
I said typically.
I looked on her Instagram, and it looked like right up until the point she was still living life as full as she can.
Yeah.
She was going to the gym. I heard right up.
But I think she had some kind of I don't know if it was a bag or a tube coming off her colon because she had a lot of her colon removed, because of the cancer.
Oh shit.
See,
that's one of those things, and I hate to keep saying it. You got to get your colonoscopy. Look, I put it off too long. I waited till 51. I should have probably gotten it at 45, but I didn't really have colon cancer in my family. One of the only cancers we didn't have. But I should have done it earlier too. Don't wait. There are people that die at 27 from colon cancer.
I went when I waited too long. I waited when I was 55, and I had 7 polyps.
Oh wow.
The pre-cancer ones. Yeah. They removed them, and then when I went again 5 years later, they said, you don't go 10. You got to go in 5 years.
Right.
So John, how did you find out?
And when I went, the second time I went, I had none, 0. So
because you were using Fiberlize, that's why, John.
Probably. That's. I would definitely attribute.
Hey, hold on, Dave.
Yeah.
It's about the Fiberlize, like that it'll prevent colon cancer.
Look, I can't say it, because I'm not a doctor, but yes, I believe it will. I believe it will prevent you from getting colon cancer.
The legal way to say that I would say is that fiber is known to be, a cancer preventive, prevent colon cancer.
It supports colon health.
Prevent it. Like that. Wait, I'm telling you how to legally get away with this. All right, fiber, and you say the kind, soluble, insoluble.
It's really psyllium-based fiber, yeah.
Psyllium-based fiber is shown in scientific evidence that it prevents colon cancer. Then your next sentence is, species Fiberlize contains the same fiber that's found in blah blah, in the same psyllium-based fiber. Yeah. That's how you get away with it.
Let me ask you a question. I never got no colon cancer, and I'm colon test. What do you call
colonoscopy?
It? Yeah, I haven't got one. I'm 61.
You should. Better go fucking run and get one. You
should, and you had cancer already. You should definitely get
They're
one.
gonna stick a big pipe up your ass. You're gonna
love that. Yeah,
hey,
you love
Dave,
that.
if I come to Florida, would you do it for me?
Too bad you'll be asleep, Greg. That's the only problem.
Yeah, too bad you'll be asleep. Yeah.
I get a lot of.
I think you can opt to waive the anesthesia if you want.
Could I tell him I want to stay awake for that?
I don't know if anyone has ever stayed awake for it, but I'm sure there's someone out there.
No, actually, my friend, is the one who invented the game face.
Yeah,
he's 500 pounds.
Right,
and he was awake for it because I think they were afraid he'd die or something. I don't know.
Dave, you have a history of waking up under anesthesia, don't you, Greg?
What happened? I'm afraid of anesthesia. I've woken up during the throat surgery. You don't know, man. That shit's the scariest thing.
Yeah, Greg will be in that twilight sleep, and they'll be doing the procedure. And he'll be saying deeper.
Greg, ask the doctor.
I'll be like, are you one of the girls I met? Fucking.
Ask the doctor to put a wig on, like a long black wig.
I'll shoot. I'll be wait. Are you the girl that fucking King Kamali introduced me to?
Dave, I get a lot of questions about your supplement line through friends, comments, and all that. So I want our viewers to feel comfortable. If you guys have any questions about Species Nutrition or Dave Palumbo's supplement line, I do read the comments. If I don't have the answers, I will ask Dave. I'll either get back with you guys or Dave will maybe answer them on the show. I also like to give a shout out to Michael, who's a big fan of us at RxMuscle from UMass.
All right.
Thank you.
Michael, let's give you a big shout out. And thanks.
Thank
Rob.
you. Thank you, guys.
So, Rob, what have you been up to lately? Have you been doing any more skits with Cassidy?
No, we're planning. I'm planning to go back. I'm not sure when his wife's due in January, a baby. Oh. So, I want to see if I don't know. I don't like doing my own thing here, Dave.
You should dress up as a moil. You know what a moil is?
Yeah, you guys have to come up with some pranks.
Rob, you know what a moil is?
No, what is it, Dave?
A moil is a Jewish guy who circumcises the Jewish babies,
Right.
You should dress up as a moil and you could pretend to circumcise Cassidy's
and you got to invite people. You're inviting people to the bris.
The bris.
So that's the
No, you know what you should do? Dress up in in like Arab type gear.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Go to a Ku Klux Klan thing and say, I want to join. You know what I mean? What can I do to join? And
He might get killed though,
crazy
Greg,
shit
though,
like
doing that.
No, but do
I
you
need
ever
to
watch
come
like
to New York and do some pranks with Greg. Greg, if I come to New York, man, me and you are gonna go do some pranks. I think we do awesome.
The problem is
together.
everyone knows who Greg is. He's recognized everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but I also have I have the ideas. It would be fucking great, but I get silly. I'd start laughing in the middle.
No, here's the setup, okay?
Yeah.
Because I know Greg. Here's the setup. You got to go to he's got to come to you, all right? And it's got to be you got to take him to the best steakhouse in town, the best one, okay?
Do I have to pay?
Yes. And then Greg is going to order the biggest fucking steak on the bone on the menu, probably like a tomahawk steak. And you're going to start filming and talking to Greg, and Greg is going to eat the steak with his hands. That's how he eats steak. All right.
I would love that.
Right. So you have the beautiful steakhouse in the background, the red velvet on the table, the dark wood, and the bottles of wine on the table, and Greg is fucking manja with the bone,
And then I got to add one proviso onto that. As that's happening, and then of course someone's going to come over and say something to them, right? You have Mr. G blast out of the bathroom dressed as Hulk Hogan and say, "I am the truth."
That would be an awesome one, man.
With his feather boa, he's got to fling the boa and say, "I am the truth." Yeah, he knows how to do it.
Get a big cookie and shit. Say, get rid of that steak.
Right.
If you're gonna be too recognized, Greg, we'll put a wig on you and dress, maybe put a dress on you or something like that.
You know how like George Costanza, Jason Alexander always wears the wigs in all these roles. You got to put a wig on Greg, like one of those really bad wigs, though.
That would be awesome.
Like a short, like a man's wig, not a woman's wig, like a man's wig.
Wait, why can't I wear a woman's wig?
No, well you might identify with being a woman that day. Who knows? You never know.
But a woman's wig, you got to put makeup on too.
That's right.
Why not?
It goes together.
Are you trying to say I wouldn't look good?
I never said that.
Dave, you know what would be a funny one?
No, I'm just giving you the
Or maybe they should be a couple, John.
Decide to choose wig,
maybe Rob and Greg should be a couple. Rob could be like the old guy, and Greg could be his wife.
Yes, that'd be funny, man.
First they go out, and Greg is down.
You know who else would be good?
You could be like, "Where's the ketchup? I want ketchup on my steak. Put the ketchup on."
Jimmy's shooting guns. Watch this. Jimmy, you got no sound.
Well, I don't know if I want to hear the sound anyway.
Yeah, he probably made a clever call.
Well, he's got the muffled things over his headset there. You can't, of course, you can't hear anything.
That's why. He can't even hear what we're saying.
Since when does Jimmy go shoot guns? I think he must be really bored.
What? Why you just stop off at the range. You rent the gun and you buy the bullets and you just go shoot.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything on his own. He's there with someone.
Oh,
that's true. He can't do it because whoever that is filming him.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. So I got a topic we need to talk about.
Yeah, tell us.
But I mean, but Jimmy's going to interrupt us, so let's get him out.
Nah, just do it because he's shooting. So,
So I was talking to my boy Big Steve, and I want to preface because we're all old here, so somewhat older than others, and I don't want this to sound like, although I admit that I am getting more cranky in my old age, I don't want this to sound like a cranky old man complaining, but this has been happening, and I thought I was just the only one noticing. Now, Dave, you've been back to the gym, right? So
yes.
And I want to see if you've been noticing this too.
Okay.
We have noted. I thought I was the only one. I figured my gym is so little; it's not an accurate cross section of America. And maybe I'm just complaining. I'm getting crotchety in my old age. Just keep my mouth shut. So, other people now have been telling me that they're noticing the same thing, and and we agreed this is happening. There's this influx of kids in the gym who are obsessed with filming themselves doing shit for social media.
Right.
Yes.
And
girls too.
They are oblivious to the fact that they have no muscle at all. Zero. So Big Steve and I, now that I said, wow, there's other people that realize this. We discussed the psychological parameters of it, and we came up with a name for this disorder, and it's called social media induced reverse dysmorphia disorder, or SMERDS. So now the analogy is this, okay? If you picture you're in a sex club, right? This is the analogy that Big Steve gave me. Right?
I've been there. Go ahead.
You've been in a
several
sex
times,
club, right? And everybody's walking around naked, and everybody's got a 6-inch flaccid dick, all right? And then this other guy's got a 2-inch one. Now, it just goes without saying that if you got a 2-inch dick in a room full of 6-inch swinging dick, you don't come up as the top guy on the fucking totem pole, okay? It's just understood. You got a 2-inch dick. You're not in the same league as the 6-inch one. Now, if you had an 8-inch one, yeah, it's a different story. But you should not be flaunting your 12 push-up max body type on social media, interrupting on my fucking workout, getting in the way of the mirror, filming yourself doing, these poses and lifts. And dudes, you are kids. You have not developed fully yet.
John.
You have no
But
business.
maybe their friends want to see that stuff.
Wait, can I interrupt for a second?
Nuts.
You know what the worst part is? You know what the worst part of that, John, is? And it's happened in my gym, and I've gotten pissed, is that I'm in the background, and you're filming that film, and I'm in the background doing shit, and I'm like, dude, if you're going to film that shit, let me know, because I don't want to be in the background of your fucking Facebook video. Number one. And then we got girls doing sit-ups like this, and they do the camera. And,
with the phone. They're doing like that. So my question is, they have that much dysmorphic disorder that they think that they've been in the gym a grand total of 7 weeks. They can't even do shit right, and they're posing, and they're like with the shirt off.
But John, you know what? What's more miraculous? Some of these people actually have followings, like good followings.
And
that's why they're doing it. And so how could you say it's a business?
The whole progress, right? But you know what else too? There's also people that sit in there and they do a set and then they run back. And either they're reading, they're on their social media reading shit, or they're following some guy's YouTube video on how to train. Did you ever see that? Where they're actually watching on a video, and I've even said, "What are you doing?" "Oh yeah, I'm watching this guy because I'm doing his workout." And I'm like, "Who is it?" Some guy, Joe Matarazzi, whatever. I'm like, I never heard of him.
Joe Matarazzi's making a lot of appearances on our show lately.
But we definitely got the bikini girl sit-up girl on the phone.
Oh yeah,
doing this. These guys cannot train without the fucking phone next to them. They finish a set, they stay in a leg press, pick up the phone. I go, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. I want to,
Now, what's funny about that, John, is there's a kid in my gym, this guy George, and he's like Eastern European originally. He got the accent still. He came here. He's got a good story, but he's got a pretty good physique. He's not like like the guys you're talking about. And I'm thinking, what is this guy doing? He's got a tripod with his phone on it and everything like that. So the first time I saw him, I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Then I start talking to him. I'm actually Amanda talked to him first, and then I started talking to him. The guy's got like 160,000 followers on YouTube. He put up his workouts. So now when I go to the gym, I actually give him my phone. I'm like, can you film me doing this tip of the week? And he's like, yeah, sure. No, he knows us and everything like that. But you're right. But you know what, John? In today's society, everyone is a star to someone else. Maybe not for you and me, but these 12-inch arm people probably, lost 100 pounds, and now they're inspiring the fat people of America.
What about?
That's valid.
Hey, what about the guy, Johnny? What about the guy that brings his girlfriend and the girlfriend films him, or he films the girlfriend? They're always at the squat rack. He'll do the squat rack, and she'll stand back and he'll be filming him like this. Then she'll be doing a set of squats, and he'll be filming her. You know what I mean? And he got the nice garb, but she usually looks pretty
That's the world we live in, guys. Get used to it. Reality, everything. There's a camera on you at all times. Remember that.
Dave, I got to tell you this, though, and you know this to be true. Greg, you absolutely 100% will agree with this. There's a difference between a gym and wherever else it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, health club, whatever you want to call it. A gym, with the owner there, Joe Gold, you went to World Gym, you couldn't even fucking put the Walkman on.
No music.
No
No
music.
music allowed.
I could imagine you. I could just see Joe Gold isn't turning in his grave. He's on a fucking rotisserie in
John,
his grave
in today's
right now.
society, Joe Gold would have been canceled. They would have canceled him. He would have been sitting in the gym all by himself.
I'll tell you what. Tell you what. Fucking Charlie Arms would have went over there and said, "Give me the fucking phone. Give me the goddamn phone." And he would have took the phone and he would have smashed it with a dumbbell and shit. Then you tell me. Listen, you know Charlie.
Charlie Arms.
Tell me that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong about that. Give me the fucking phone. Hey, give me the fucking phone. I'll beat your fucking ass. Give me that phone.
You know what? You know what? That's what's missing. There is no toughening element. And you know what? It's really a disservice to the community at large, because when you go to places like boot camp, old school martial arts dojo with a real old school sensei, a real fucking hardcore gym with hardcore old fucking guys in there, you absorb yourself and you assimilate into that culture. You become molded. In a good way, because you learn respect, you learn the discipline, you learn all of that stuff in places like boot camp, a fucking hardcore gym, a fucking hardcore dojo, a hardcore boxing gym with hardcore trainers. All of this fucking after school daycare fucking lollygagging around bullshit that people take their kids to now is absolutely feeding this fucking problem, because they're going from martial arts, which is a bunch of kids running around in a fucking mat throwing bags at a mannequin. They go from that, then they're the ones in the gym who did 4 sets of cable flies and want to go start posing in the mirror on YouTube. We have lost the core of what bred this whole environment of ours. The core is...
Bro, my daughter used to go to a boxing gym where at the end of the day, they would stand up against, a wall, and the fucking guy would actually pop them a few times in the face just to get, even girls, you know what I'm saying? And I was like to my daughter, like, what are you, fucking crazy? She's like, no, that's, you got to get used to the feeling of, getting hit in the face. She'd stand there like this, and that's how the coach would end the fucking practice. He'd fucking punch you in the face. I'm like, a few times, too, not once or twice.
Dude, it's
hardcore.
There were in the first dojo I went to, Kempo Karate with Chris Parker's son. He had a fucking barrel about this big sitting on the floor, wood barrel, and 3/4 filled up was little tiny pebbles. And you had to stand there like this with your hands, and you have to go, and into there, pounding your fist, the fingertips into the gravel. And you had to do that for like 15 minutes until, then you had to go do something. Could you imagine today the uproar among the fucking parents if they came home, if their kid came home saying, yeah, I had to jam my fucking hand in the gravel all fucking afternoon.
What about Vince Gironda?
Canceled. That guy would be canceled, school empty, and all of the good, valuable shit that this guy's got to share with people would be lost.
Johnny, what about Vince Gironda, who was a fucking maniac in the gym? A fucking maniac trainer. He would fucking walk over, he'd hit you with a stick and shit.
He kicked Stallone out. I interviewed the guy who wrote the book about him.
Dude, Bob Bonham used to train at his gym, and I'm telling you.
No wonder where Bob learned his techniques from. It was from Vince, obviously.
Yeah, he took no shit.
What about Mahalik? What about Mahalik?
Oh, Mahalik, another one. He'd say, give me the fucking phone. I'm telling you.
George, what was some of the crazy stuff Mahalik did at the gym if people did stuff like that?
He made him fall in a manhole cover on it.
That was Andy Lopadotti telling me that story.
Greg, I used to train at the same gym where James Toney used to train at. Remember Lights Out James Toney?
Yeah, James Toney.
It was Galaxy Gym. I used to go train there, just amateur, just for fun and all that. And he could not keep a sparring partner because he was knocking everyone out. He was amazing, but extremely bad temper. He was not pleasant to be around. He was not pleasant to be around. It was Galaxy Gym. Jackie Kelly was his trainer.
You know why? Those guys want you to take it serious. It's a serious thing. Like Derek Jeter's father used to play Derek Jeter in basketball all the time outside on the driveway. And he would be slam dunking, the kid be 10 years old. And the mother used to say that Derek's mother used to say to his father, what do you do? Can't you let the kids shoot a shot and get the ball? Why do you always have to outdo him? And he said, when he learns to outshoot me on his own, That's when he's going to be. And that mental thought that's what makes people. You don't understand. Guys like Vince Gironda, Steve Mahalik, those guys didn't take shit. When you were in that gym, if you were there fucking around and taking pictures or talking to your friend or, sitting on they sit on the fucking machines with the cell phone. That's the fucking worst thing is when I'm waiting to get on
the a fucking iPad. I got a picture of a guy. He's on an Icarian horizontal leg press. He's finished the set. He's got a fucking iPad, and he's holding it up like he's watching a video.
John, but what about when you say to the guy, and this has happened to me 100 times, because I train at Anytime Fitness, and you got a lot of fucking high school momos and shit. I'll say to a guy, excuse me, I see him on his fucking thing. He just did a set 5 minutes ago. He's still doing this on the phone. I say, excuse me, when you're done with the phone there, can I get on that machine? He goes, yeah, I got one more set. And he goes, right back to doing that
No
shit.
one works in. You're not allowed to work in with people anymore. If I say to a woman at the gym, can I work in? She gives you like a disgusted look. I'll go someplace else.
No, because they got
How come no one works in anymore, John?
But because they got to sanitize. They're all fucking scared of COVID. They got to sanitize.
They've been doing this before COVID.
Yeah,
They've been doing this shit before.
They were
germophobic.
They're selfish fucks. That's what.
Can you imagine being back in the day in World Gym, Gold's Gym, Powerhouse Gym, and fucking wiping down with sanitizer, wiping down the fucking bench when you're done? Are you fucking kidding me?
Can you imagine telling Lyle Alzado or fucking?
Right, yeah, I'm gonna pick Lyle. Lyle, you want to fucking wipe the bench down?
You left some sweat on that bench. Could you wipe that off? You grab your fucking head and wipe it off his face.
There it goes. That's someone sent me that. That's the what we're at.
It's true though. It's true. Everybody gives.
Isn't that great?
It's funny.
I love it. It's the truth though. It's
fucking.
Play
my tattoo.
Cell phones have destroyed this country. This fucking. This social media shit's sick.
They're cutting his shirts like we used to cut them.
All right, speaking of shirts, I got to give Jimmy the Bull a plug. Jimmy sent me this shirt, the boss, musclemobster.com, Jimmy the Bull's logo.
Oh, awesome.
Boom.
Love it.
It looks
Jimmy,
like
Thank you, Jimmy.
He's not here.
Oh, we lost him? He gets insulted. Johnny gets insulted if we don't let him talk. He's like my father.
Yeah, and God forbid I don't get insulted that I didn't get a shirt.
No, but he's like my dad. Like, if my dad's not the center of it, wasn't the center of attention telling the story. He didn't want to. He was ready to leave already.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm leaving. Take me home.
Hit the nail on the head.
What happened if you can't share with the rest of the class? You can't have one. You remember that shit? Yep. So how come you get the show? What are we, Momos over here?
No, Dave's
over there?
Dave's the favorite.
Right?
I'm still waiting on those cookies from Mr. G. I want to do a review on those Mr. G cookies.
Oh, they're unbelievable. George,
what are you
I want to
moving?
do a review on them.
Where is George?
George in the left-hand corner.
How come we can't hear him?
Can't hear me?
Now I can.
I can hear
Could you hear me, Mr. G?
This was the first time I heard you speak.
Mr. G?
What's up, Rob?
Hey, I need some of your cookies. I'd like to do a review on them.
All right.
I'll send my address to Dave and send me some, and I'm gonna do like an Instagram review or whatever on
Mr. G will probably send out some Christmas cookies to the whole staff, I'm sure.
Sometime in June, Rob.
When are you moving down to Florida, George? I know I ask you this every week, but
I gotta go down the 3 days before New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Where?
Now it's been pushed back, hasn't it?
No, I mean I was gonna go down there like the 2nd of January, but I gotta go down there. I gotta meet the woman from the board.
The homeowners association. Yeah.
They want to give me a tour.
Dude, I love those fucking pants you wear, bro. We used to train with that shit. With those overalls you're wearing, George.
That was the Barbarian's uniform.
So now where are you currently in the same place? Where are you staying until then?
I love that.
George.
No, I'm in a hotel. I'm in a Point Pleasant Inn for 4 weeks.
You want to know something? I stayed there before. I drove down. I was helping this girl Kim, and actually Tony Viglietta was with me. We drove down to the Muscle Beach show the night before, and we were looking for hotels. And now that's like a little.
You stayed the Point Pleasant Inn?
I stayed at the Point Pleasant Inn. Yeah. I think it was like $75 a night or something like that.
I think they got the Afghani refugees next to me. No, I swear to God, the guy He's out smoking a cigarette on the deck, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck you looking at?
Hey, George, look in the closet. There's probably word, I scratched in the
Needless
wall.
to say, John, no cookies are going out, I'm sure, unless Greg's cooking them up in his house.
Well,
There.
I must say though, in defense of the hotel, the establishment, that this is the best lighting that you've ever had on the
show. You're right.
So don't leave.
Yeah.
No, the next lighting is going to be superior.
You think?
What happened?
I didn't hear a phone call came in. I didn't hear what you guys said.
George, I love those pants, bro. I used to train and shit like that all the time.
Listen, so the guy's saying something to me. I go, "You talking to me?" I go, "What are you saying?" Because I couldn't understand him. He goes, I go, "What's your name?" He goes, "My name's Muhammad."
Yeah. Which is like saying my name is John. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
John Smith.
Yeah. You should have said Muhammad Ali.
No, all the Afghan refugees is over here. They brought some of them over here to Fort Dix.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they didn't vet. Listen to this. I spoke to an army guy in the detail. They never vetted them over in Afghanistan.
Right.
They're vetting them here.
Oh,
They're not vetting them at all.
Right.
Maybe you understood. Maybe
Georgie,
said vetting them.
Georgie, if they're here, they're not vetted.
Hold on, wait a second. John, this is a huge opportunity I just realized. You can get these guys to cook the cookies for you, George. They're all probably looking for jobs. Set up a little hot plate over there at the hotel.
In 2 weeks.
He might crank out more cookies than he's ever cooked in his life.
You know, Dave, you're onto something here. You know, remember like back in the day, the girls used to have the Betty Crocker Easy Bake Oven with the light bulb in it, right?
Yeah.
So Georgie, you got to bring back the Easy Bake Oven. You got to get the oven with the light bulb. They can make them in China. I'm sure you can get them for 12 cents, and including the light bulb.
Oh, you can sell the whole mix and everything.
Right. Like the Chef Boyardee box. Remember, he had the sauce and the pasta and everything in the box. So this is the Mr. Potts cookie kit, and you get the Easy Bake Oven. You get the dough. You fit it in a roll with like a.
I love it, John. That's awesome.
So all you got to do is slice the sausage roll. You mean into triangles, stick them on a little included tray, and then stick it in the Easy Bake Oven, and they turn the light bulb on, and you got fresh baked cookies, right in them instantly. George, you got to cut me in on this one.
That sounds like a great
brilliant, John. It's brilliant.
The
idea.
Mr. Potts Easy Bake Cookie Oven. This is.
Guaranteed, you're right. You can contact someone in China. They probably can send you 1,000 of them tomorrow.
When is the best fucking time to eat a chocolate chip cookie?
Right out of the oven.
Right. There you go.
So you provide the oven. You could do it. You could do it if you're living in a fucking van. You could do it if you're anywhere, the college dorm. All right, just think of the possibilities, George.
Here's the best right here.
Look, one of these ovens on their desk, and then you can ready to go on a cookie. You just mush some dough on the tray.
What is that, Greg?
That's Lee Priest's daughter right there.
Oh,
that's Lee Priest's daughter.
She's a great shape. She's a great.
So you can make a pink oven, for her.
She can be the spokesperson for that product. Yeah, she's young enough.
That's Lee Priest's daughter.
And if she wants too much money, you can use my kids. There you go.
George, those ovens can't cost more than 50 cents from China.
Peel us off. That's George's cookie.
They might burn your house down, John. That's the only problem.
George
doesn't matter. How many houses burnt down when your sister was making easy baked cookies in a Betty Crocker oven? That didn't happen. It's a fucking light bulb. But Georgie, bring it back.
It's a good idea.
Well, everybody working from home and stuff now.
Mr.
George, or maybe John, because that's way too complicated for George to all the working parts. How about you just make a microwavable thing where you can, you actually have how you had I guess it was, remember the HCG bottles or the growth hormone bottles where you push the plunger and it would push the water into the powder?
Yeah.
Maybe you could have 2 bags, almost like the hot packs, and you squeeze one bag and the other, and then they mix, and then you shake it up in the bag, and then it creates automatic dough, and you can just put the thing in the microwave, and you have instant.
Except you can't cook up cookies in a microwave.
Why not?
They need to be
turn to
baked.
mush. You can't get them crisp.
There's got to be a way to do it. They do it in jail, John.
No, they warm the cookie up in jail.
Oh.
They don't give a fuck what you eat anyway in jail. So
Those guys are master cooks with those microwave ovens.
I can just fucking picture the trustee fucking making the cookies. Oh, just you guys got to wait, so I got to make sure the cookie's crisp. Yeah, you're gonna get the fucking dough thrown at you.
Someone made me a burrito there. It was the best tasting burrito I've ever had. How they made it in the microwave, I have no idea.
Well, at the holidays in the federal prison camp is a big event. You know, you get this Christmas dinner and the Thanksgiving dinner. You got to spread like you can't fucking believe at the taxpayers' expense. It's got ham, turkey, steak, everything that you can't get normally. They fucking put it all right,
dude. And there were no fucking ham and steak where I was, bro.
You were in.
Did you do federal?
Fake.
You were in a holding pen, Greg.
No.
No, what? You go to a federal prison camp.
That shit was, Club Fed, where they're fucking giving you guys like fucking. Would you like the swordfish and the saffron risotto?
It wasn't that glamorous, Greg, but it wasn't that bad.
Not during the holidays. It was though. Yeah. We got the hugest meals for the holidays.
Bob Bonham used to go see Craig Titus when he was in. First time he got arrested, he was in a little cottage and shit.
When was
he had
it?
a cottage.
Craig,
he
went to California to visit him?
What's that?
He went to California to visit him?
Wherever he was.
Yeah. Well, you know what the funny thing was? The assistant warden at where I was came up to me at one point. He goes, "What's up, Palumbo?" I said, "Hey." He goes, "I know who you are." I said, "Oh, you do?" He goes, "Yeah, I had your buddy under me." I said, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "I was the warden at whatever, California, Sao Paulo. I don't know what the name of the thing was." He was there when Titus was there, and he said Titus had these girls coming, and they were throwing over the fence. They were throwing like goodie bags of stuff to him, and he's like, "I nailed him every time." He goes, "You ask him when you see him next time. Tell him so and so says hello."
Bob Bonham used to go visit him. He had him. Bob used to tell me, "Bro, he had it good over there." I mean, he was.
Greg, he was from Michigan. Greg Titus was from Michigan, right?
You know, I'm not sure. I thought he was from Texas, but maybe Michigan.
I think originally
he's the one that went to jail. He's in jail, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know
he's from Michigan. He's from Michigan.
I got in the middle of that shit. I don't know how, but whatever.
Dave, when I was in MDC in downtown LA. There was a gas station right across the street on the corner from the prison, right? So what these guys would do is they would take dental floss, and they would unwind the dental floss and tie them together, and then make a kite, and they would fly the kite, throwing the dental floss out the gate, the fence of the outside part, and they would try to get him to land in the gas station where their buddies were down there tying shit to the dental floss who were pulling up.
That's brilliant.
Got away with it.
What the fuck?
That's brilliant, isn't it? When you have a lot of time in your hands, you can come up with a lot of innovative shit. That's the take-home message, you know.
I saw the most ingenious inventions in prison. Did you ever see how they light the cigarette with the fucking light bulb socket?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, this is another MDC tradition. So you get a piece of the foil pack out of the cigarettes, right? And you fold it up into this bed thing, and you get a piece of toilet paper, and you put the toilet paper between the folded up foil pack thing, and you unscrew the light bulb, and you put that in there, and you flip the switch, and it pops, and it lights up the toilet paper, and you can light your cigarette.
Is Mr. G doing that right now with that light switch on the wall?
Right. Probably. And then I learned how to make pruno out of the fruit, that you save off the tray.
Well, they were making wine out of those dandelions.
It's called pruno. They make it out of apples and raisins.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, they put it in a fucking toilet bowl.
No, in the wastebasket. They make it in the garbage pail.
Who you got there, Mr. G?
Georgie.
John, I'm making cheesecake muffins.
Awesome.
Where are you making those?
What's that?
In the easy bake oven you got there?
Oh, I have one tabletop convection oven that I have here.
I'm sure the hotel would love to know that, John. Right? That he's got a
they're
convection
running-
oven.
No, they're going to accuse
He'll
him of
probably
running
burn
a
the whole place down. Yeah.
and then they're going to accuse him of running a meth lab.
It's a full. First of all, it's a fully efficient room I got. So
do you know how many meth heads rent those same spaces and cook in there all fucking day? You burn that place down, you're in trouble, dude.
Not here. This is Point Pleasant. The name says what it is. Kids ride their bikes.
Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Isn't Point Pleasant, New Jersey an oxymoron? How can you have a Point Pleasant in New Jersey?
I'm on the Jersey. Right down the block is Bayhead, where Governor Christie just moved. The houses go from 3 million to 100 million.
They showed his fat ass laying on the beach.
Yeah, made a big dent in the sand.
Fucking fat ass laying on the beach.
No, he likes to hang out in his chair, his beach chair.
He's a Momo. That's a Momo. He's a Momo. Fat fucking
good definition.
Italian.
Good. It's a good personification.
He's pretty short. He's not that tall.
No, but he's pretty wide.
Yeah, and not as wide as I thought when I saw him.
He got that stomach surgery, I think, and he gained a
Why
little
don't you
fat.
train him, George? You probably can get a few bucks out of him. He's probably got
Oh
money.
shit! Can you mention Bob? You should get your brother Bobby. He'll go over there. Hey, you remember Bobby over there, right?
Bobby will
get
sell
him
him
up out of that
T-shirts that
chair.
he can't wear that don't fit him, and Mr. G can train him.
Bobby will get him up out of that chair.
I bet you he can't do one push-up, George.
I don't.
He can't even.
He used to be the star football player in his high school.
That was many years ago. That was many cheeseburgers ago.
You know who's really weak is Scott the engineer, the guy from Howard Stern. When I went to train him,
yeah,
the weakest person I've ever seen. He's 6'3". He has arms as long as a 7-foot basketball player, and shoulders like a 5'2" girl.
When I got after my shoulder surgery, after I had both shoulders replaced, and I wasn't able to train for 3 months after the each replacement, I couldn't do one push-up. I couldn't do a push-up on my knees, that's how weak I was. And it took me 6 months before I was able to do a full push-up the right way. And now I can do 30 push-ups. But if you don't do them, you're weak. You're weaker than you think. It's a very hard movement, for people.
Oh yeah, it's extreme on the joints.
That's why easy. It looks easy when you watch people do them, but it's really not.
I do them all the time. I do them one arm and stuff. We do them in the training. So, but that's why all the people on the walkers. When I see people on the walkers and on those motorized cars,
yeah,
I'm like, you're not going to be able to walk at some point.
Right. You got to keep moving, no matter what.
That's why I don't help anybody with their, like an older person with their bags. I don't help them for the simple reason is that they need to work it out on their own.
George just gives him a kick in the ass, John.
Georgie would be the perfect chairman for my anti-Smurds campaign. He would. Georgie, you'd be perfect for this job.
I think we need to make it. They have these gyms now, John, that are Planet Fitnesses and no judgment zones, and they honk horns at you if you grunt and make noises and drop weights. Someone's got to open the anti-Planet Fitness like type of gym where you get kicked out if you're not hardcore enough. Like if you pull your cell phone out and try to take a video, you get kicked out.
But Dave, it's the gym owner. It all boils down. It's Weinberger will even agree with me. He hates my guts, but he'll agree with me on this. The best gym owner is in his gym.
Of course.
Yeah, he is.
And that's
Weinberger
what you got. You got to be in your gym. You cannot not be in your gym and have anybody follow your rules.
Right.
You got to.
Steve will run out if Steve runs out of his. He looks on his. He's got the cameras in his room.
Yeah, you got to have the camera. He'll run right out.
Bob Bonham used to have it
who you are
on his phone. Bob Bonham would watch you on the phone. If there's somebody left a weight out, he'd call the front desk. He could be at his house. Hey, Joe Matarazzo left his fucking dumbbell out. But
Greg, have you ever trained that? Have you guys trained that Metroflex gym?
Have I?
Yes.
No.
How is it?
But I know Brian Dobson.
No one puts their weights away there. That's for sure.
What? But there is no away. It's just you throw them on the dirt.
Anyone who gets trained at Metroplex in the middle of the summer is safe. You did. You went in. Yeah, I didn't train there. It was too hardcore for me.
I had great shots and they ripped it up that 200.
It was so hot. It was so humid. It was so dirty. So dirty. The air was like you were breathing in like humidity. Feel the humidity in your lungs. It was disgusting. But you know what? You can't not live hardcore there because they'll stick you right at it. No one's allowed.
I absolutely, that was one of my favorite fucking calls in the world. That was one of my favorite gym experiences. Getting to train at Metroflex.
Brian Dobson is one of those guys that is the opposite of what Planet Fitness is today.
Right. Yeah. Let Brian Dobson tolerate some of those fucking wiggle dicks in there with the camera.
Dude, let me tell you something.
No fucking
They wouldn't go in there, John. There's no air conditioning, and they can't charge their phones.
Can you imagine Branch Warren doing freaking hyperextensions with 250 pounds on a bar behind his neck, and some fucking wiggle dick is in the mirror next to him, posing with his shirt off?
He'd be pissed.
Are you kidding me? The problem is psychologically, these fucking momos do not see. This is the dysmorphic syndrome. They what dysmorphia is, like anorexia. You look in the mirror, you're skin and bones, but you think you're fat, right? You see a fat person. That's what these kids are. They're fucking skin and bone or fat or whatever, and they look in the mirror and they see Ronnie Coleman, okay? and they in their head, that's what they need. This has got to stop. This is one of those things that is just going to get out of hand. And you guys, mark my words, it's going to start bugging you. It's going to start bugging you. If it doesn't bug you already, it's going to start.
Dave, Johnny Jackson and Branch Warren, they're hardcore, man. The way they train, very hardcore.
Yes. Oh yeah. I've
seen him train. What do you think of their training, Greg? Is it like?
Yeah, no, he's an animal, dude. Johnny Jackson would faint during like squats, and they'd just be like, let him be."
But do you think Branch Warren's form was how was his form? I mean, do you think his form was that good?
Who cares? He was good. Ronnie had terrible form.
You never want to emulate what Ronnie or Branch or those guys are doing because they have their own technique. That's not normal. Yes. But they're not normal individuals, so you're not going to follow, just because, Flex Wheeler has one of the greatest physiques of all time, you don't try to copy what he does in the gym, because he's a genetic freak,
Yeah.
You watch
Here's the analogy. There's a super hot figure girl wearing a pair of Lululemon pants, all right? It's the spandex pants, yoga pants, all right? There's a girl who will go to Lululemon's webpage, buy those freaking same pants because she thinks that once she stretches them over the fucking 2 bags of freaking gravel that she's got for thighs, that she's gonna look like the girl, the other girl.
No,
that's what they think. They think
same thing with guys.
Pants because she's wearing them. I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna look like her. They think that.
What about back in the day when Gold's gym shirts were really, hot in the '90s? Everybody would be walking around with that or fucking the spandex pants on. They'd have no legs wearing spandex pants, right?
My favorite would be in Mexico. There'd be these guys wearing, the World Gym tank tops. They don't even know where the gym is, let alone never went to one. They had, just these, sausage arms sticking out, and they're walking on the beach with a World Gym tank top.
Remember the boat necks? They had the big boat neck shirts. You remember that was hot?
Yeah, the boat neck.
The big boat necks or the crazy wear pants and shit.
I had all that shit. Body Alive used to give me all clothes to wear when I did the Muscle Meals segment on Lou Zwick's show. So I had new wardrobe every.
Lou Zwick's a man.
Every day.
What's that?
Best cookies. He's eating out of all the cookies.
What are they having, like a powwow over there, John?
What are they doing? Crank that up, Tyler.
Yeah. Oh, he left. Oh. I texted Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, are you going to come on and talk at all?
And would he get mad?
He's probably mad because who knows? Because we wouldn't let him talk.
For what?
No, he's still there, Mr. G. I hear him.
He's talking to a girl.
I'm still here. Yeah.
Oh.
I was picking my part.
Who do you have in the back there? Your staff?
No, my son's here with me. My oldest, my youngest son, and
I haven't seen him. Tell him to say hello to me. Come here, Joey.
Oh, what's
Oh,
up, Dave?
Joey? Sean. Remember Sean?
Sean, hey, you're a man now. What happened?
My best memories are from you guys when I was 10 years old going to those bodybuilding
I was going to say
shows.
he's a grown man now. I don't even recognize him.
He grew up.
My mom is still mad at me for coming home at 4 a.m. She's still yelling. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh, remember Billy Guns? Billy Guns. I told him if he keeps driving fast, I'm gonna fucking kill you. My fucking son. Fucking my.
Oh, is that when he was driving on the side of the highway?
Yeah, he's a maniac when he drives.
He drove on the side of the I talked him into driving on the side of the highway because there was traffic. George was having a nervous breakdown in the back because his son was there.
Oh my God!
I can't believe how big Sean got. Oh my God, it's crazy.
I know.
Look,
how
I'm
tall?
like
How tall is he?
15 pounds now. 6 foot, 215.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going
my
off the
God.
beard. I'm trying to be Chris Kringle for Christmas.
There you go. There you go. How old are you now?
I'm 25. I just turned 25.
God, we're so old, John. Oh.
I know, you guys.
It was
are
like
dying
15 when you were
years
hanging
ago.
out.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
holy shit.
Well, Max is all grown up too.
Hey,
So.
here's the person who does all the art. And look, come here, Summer.
We met Summer before.
Come on, Summer.
Summer. Hey.
Hey.
Well, she has not been inducted into the Smalley family. She's got camera. She's camera
Come on,
shy.
you're on the show. Hey, this is Summer.
Hey, we haven't seen you in a while either.
You cannot be camera shy in this environment. Sorry.
Are you moving down to Florida too, Summer?
No.
No. She's like, no way.
Yeah,
no. She'll be coming down.
That was a very strong no, George. Yeah.
Yes, on top of your yes.
No hesitation.
Sean, are you moving down there or no?
Yeah, I'm going down there.
You are. What? No.
What is it? But isn't that classic Smalley? Yes, no.
Yes, yeah. What role do you play in this company, Sean?
I'm the vice president.
Oh, and who's the president?
I make all the important decisions behind the scenes.
Fire the boss. Yeah.
He's been fired many times. He's still learning. He's my student.
Get him to stick to cookies.
Yeah.
Just make the cookie.
You guys are on the precipice of making, a tremendous business. Hopefully, you guys can make it work in Florida. I hope.
But I just don't want Georgie to get too ahead of himself. He's like the My Pillow guy with 400 products right now.
Yeah, but the My Pillow guy makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
but he started. But the whole point is, first he made the pillow. That's what I'm trying to get across to Georgie is.
And that's
make the fucking pillow for right now. Then
John, that's what I am doing.
But with the easy bake oven, you got to do that.
Mr. Potts Protein, are you going to have any holiday sales, George? Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, even though it passed already, but
it's a little late.
Yeah. Pre-Christmas.
No, just put it in the code US1, USA1.
What does that give
20%
you?
off.
How much off?
20% off. USA1.
How much
George,
discount?
Remember that, George?
20%. 20%.
Oh, that's a good
George,
discount.
remember that?
US1, 20% off the Lee Priest daughter cookie.
George gave me these. This is George. This is Lee Priest's daughter, right?
You'll be showing that to us in 20 years from now. Look what I got. It'll be all yellow though by then.
I gave it to me.
That's what Summer does. She comes up with all those designs.
She's amazing. Her graphical skills are great. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you're on the tins and everything.
Yeah.
She brings summer to winter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I should hire Summer for our species graphics,
Yeah, she does all that stuff.
Yeah. According to my Apple Watch, it's time to stand up, so we're going to wrap this baby up.
Where's Jimmy? Call him on the phone.
I called him. He doesn't want to answer. I don't know what his problem is.
He's mad.
No, he's gonna call all of us. after the thing.
Yeah, of course he
He's
will.
gonna
My phone is going to ring in 12
What do you? You know, I wanted to ask you guys. What do you guys think about like some of
so.
these people outing, people's personal lives on social media, like
Well, I don't like
Steve Kuklo, with him and Amanda Latona kind of breaking up, and he's dating some new bikini girl, as Michelle Sylvia, and people are doing rants about it, and I mean, don't you think that's off limits, kind of?
What are they doing? What do you mean? She's throwing like past dirt because she was
No,
with him?
Steve supposedly left her for another girl and didn't tell her or something like that, and I guess she's not happy. But a lot of guys,
wait. You got to have perspective here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Steve was married to Amanda Latona. They were,
and they're known as being this very
power couple.
Christian, very religious, spiritual,
And then you find out they're having orgies and shit, right?
No, not at all.
But this is not the couple that you would expect, ends their relationship through infidelity. That's not what they're practicing. Right. So that's what the uproar is about. That people are calling them hypocrites. Or
but John, whose right is it? It has nothing to do with bodybuilding. Why are they going after?
That's the truth. But we are in a social media age. This is what you get.
Yeah, but that should be off limits. Leave the guy alone.
Oh, bullshit.
If he would have beat her up or there would have been violence, that's a different story. But you know what? If they had a marital problem, that's their own issue,
Oh, come on. This shit's been going on forever. I don't want to throw names, but there was a famous Mr. Olympia who was having a baby, but he was married to another girl, like all this shit. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't in the magazines, though, Greg.
Oh, I don't know why they're putting this shit in the magazines.
It's online. It's people doing rants on YouTube about it. It's stupid.
You cannot.
I don't watch this shit, though.
Look, the genie is out of the bottle. You cannot stop social media. It's a runaway train. It's fucking poison, but or it can be poison. And there's a lot, and there's too many people afflicted by it.
I understand, but you know what, John? I understand when Jeremy Buendia put his hands on the girl. That was outed. They outed him on that because that's not cool, obviously, and that's violence. But this is like their personal life. I mean, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
Dave, when you become a social media personality, you are by default
celebrity,
a public figure. Public figures are fair game to gossip.
Yes.
For gossip. It's
but when you get two people that are fight, no, they're both public figures, and then that's the problem. Two actors and actresses, very rarely do those marriages work out. Once in a while they do, but for most of the time, they're in love for now, and you see them holding hands everywhere. And then he's, does a movie with a new actress. Now he's with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt type shit.
Yeah.
That happens. You see these fucking social media. They're both social media whores. Everybody wants to fucking oh my God, my followers, and their followers don't like these followers, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't mix. You can't. I don't know. I mean, both you guys are with fitness girl. Dave's ex-wife, Dave's wife is a bodybuilder. Your girl is a figure girl or bodybuilder too?
Women's physique. John's women's physique.
Women's physique.
Women's physique. But what I'm saying is, you guys, that's because you're also older, and you met somebody older, and you're more into what I mean. But if you were in your 20s and 30s, you've been with the chicks back then and shit. It's just.
But my point is, once you post a picture on Instagram, you just open the door.
You're right.
You open the door. If you don't want people talking about you, stay off social media.
Right. Well,
don't be a fucking hypocrite. That's if you open yourself up to criticism, you're gonna get it. It's just and no one's immune from Kuklo, Sean Ray, whatever. If you do something that flies in the face of what people believe or what you feel is right, people are going to talk about it, and that's. But
both of you guys, listen.
Once you post that first picture on Instagram, that's it. Doors open. Your life is fair game. You're in
a public figure.
You
exactly.
You can't have two public figure type people together. It just doesn't. John, I don't. Your wife's not on there trying to post all these pictures of her every meal she eats. Like, this is me training my ass in the gym. She doesn't do that. Dave's wife doesn't do that. Dave's wife posts pictures of the kids and everything like that.
Right,
but when you get two people that are looking for it, two attention whores can never stay together. Do you understand?
Sure.
Two egos. That's why Hollywood. They can't stay together because the ego.
Lou Ferrigno FaceTiming me right now. Should I get him on?
Yeah,
get him on. Get him on.
I don't know how I can run it through you.
Yeah.
Lou, what's up?
Dave Draper died this morning.
Dave Draper died this morning. Holy
What the
mackerel!
fuck?
What
Are you
happened?
kidding me?
Fuck, are you kidding me? Another one?
Oh, terrible! Ugh.
Dave
Dave
Draper.
Draper was one of the
Wow,
blonde-
Lou, it's like every day, it's like someone else. It's
Blonde
not, what's
bomber.
going on here?
The female competitors, I mean, the bodybuilders, it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What'd he die of?
Do we know what he died of, or was it like some kind of heart attack or something?
I don't know. I think I offered him to come to my contest 3 years ago. He told me he wanted to be seen in public. I think he was in a wheelchair. I think he was failing health.
He was failing health, yeah. Hopefully he didn't get COVID, I hope. Ugh.
How old was he?
How old was he, Lou?
80.
80. Wow.
80.
Well, thank you, Lou, for telling me. I appreciate you calling me person.
All
All right, my friend. Love you, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. How cool is that, Lou Ferrigno calling me right there?
Yeah, but what?
You know, he won't call
Dave
me.
Draper.
Bringing you though.
Dave
Dave, he
Draper
won't
died.
call
Another,
me.
John, remember we said it? It's like every day now.
Almost.
We can't get
almost.
past a whole day without someone dying.
Well, guys
I mean,
are getting
in
older.
the last 7 days, this is 4 people.
Crazy. Ugh, terrible news.
At least he lived to 80 years old.
You know, he
man.
was one of the
That-
guys I really wanted to interview too before
Yeah.
it was all set. I should have acted on it. But Lute said he tried to get him to his show 3 years ago. He didn't want to leave. He wouldn't leave his house. He didn't want to come on.
Wasn't he? He was in a wheelchair, wasn't
Yeah, he had failing
He was
health.
just saying.
Ugh, terrible.
he? Yeah.
What happened to him? That's what I wanted.
They don't
to
know.
see,
I
'cause a lot
think
of-
Lou thinks it just was failing health. So.
Look, you
Look,
crossed
you
the
got
80. You crossed the 80-yard line. You won.
Yeah,
yeah.
Anything after that's.
But
freaking
John, a lot of
crazy.
the athletes, competitive athletes, I mean, unlike, but Louis and all, don't continue staying in shape. You know.
Yeah. Well, Lou's in great shape.
Dave Draper was in
No,
shape.
I know Lou does.
Dave, how come Lou didn't call me?
I don't know if he's accepted your apology. I should have asked him when he was on the phone, but this was not the time to ask him. He was upset, I could tell.
Yeah.
Like, truth.
Here is boy. You know why? Because it's like part almost. You looked up to Dave Draper, and it's like part of his, like your like
pull pictures
all your
from
friends,
Dave
the era.
Tyler? Yeah.
And you're looking
The
at your
blonde
own
bomber, right? Is that what they called him? The blonde.
The blonde bomber.
John Hanson's got it posted.
Yeah.
He
Oh, you
was
already
yeah,
posted
Amazing
it, yeah.
physique.
Ridiculous.
He's tall too.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Look here, Dave Draper, and look at the next one.
Steve DeLuca. I know it's post after
come
post.
on.
It's crazy. That all I post on Instagram is people dying and tributes to people dying. It's crazy.
It's the obituary pages now, and it's not social media.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
Well,
hope
'cause we're getting older.
I hope we just went through like a bad spell, and eventually, we're going to go through. Sometimes you have a lot of deaths initially, and then you won't have one for 5 years. I hope that's the case. Because it's just getting ridiculous.
Well, you know what? I just posted another article that the FIA has noticed a 500% increase in athlete deaths.
Yeah, I saw that. Someone sent me that study. Yeah.
Yep. So another one had a 60-time increase in pro athletes. Now another study just came out with the FIA.
What do you attribute that to, though?
You talk about the vaccination. People in Europe.
All I'm saying is that there is
players
a
are having
coincidental occurrence of the vaccine and COVID with an incremental spike in deaths. Whether it has anything or not to do with it remains to be seen. All I'm saying is there's a definite connection.
Yeah.
And the Earth is flat. I'm
Right.
just kidding. I'm just kidding, by the way.
So,
and I
I
heard
don't
the
believe in all that
players
conspiracy
they're
shit.
getting heart attacks.
You notice all these blonde guys lose their hair when they get older? Why is that? All these good-looking blonde head guys with the big head of mop and blonde hair, when they get older, they lose their hair.
we all lose our hair.
Not everyone. No, I mean, no.
Are there any recent pictures of him?
I wouldn't limit it to blonde guys.
Have you ever seen an old guy with blonde hair, long blonde hair?
It's all gray. It's like white.
No, redheaded guys turn white. The guys with blonde hair, they lose it. It's like God gives you this miracle gift of blonde hair. You only get to have it for so long, and then He takes it away from you at the second half of your life.
Yep.
That's how it goes, right? I'm trying to think of anyone I can think of who still has blonde hair. Robert Redford, I think, dyed his hair, or I think he was a redhead actually.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I'm sure that's real.
He's still at
Oh, the bounty on.
I love you guys. I got to wrap this up. I got to stand up. My Apple Watch keeps yelling at me to stand up. So,
What do you mean you
Jimmy
stand
the
up?
Bull, we're very disappointed, but thank you for the shirt, the boss. Not
Yeah,
Bruce
thanks for the
Springsteen,
shirt, Jimmy.
Dave Palumbo. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. John Romano, Greg Valentino, Mr. G, Rob Jordan, thank you for joining us. Jimmy the Bull, thank you for showing us your shooting prowess. As we say every week, we'll see you next week.
Stop fucking around. I'll see you guys.
Thank you, guys.